I decided to go live today and show you Ombre. Oh, David, I wish it was Jarrett. David said, the boy that went missing on the 4th of July last year? No, I wish so bad that was, man, I was excited for this video, David, until you said that, and now it puts things into perspective. As much as I love animals, it doesn't compare to a boy. So anyway, so who's alive is this horse back here. So many of you watched our video about this horse, and so many of you posed a ton of questions and advice and opinions, and we have another video coming out tomorrow, so this will be out of order. You're seeing something now that is happening after the video you watch tomorrow, if that makes sense. So let me turn this around. Olivia, we're in northern Arizona. But hello everybody, a lot of you are hopping on. So hit that like button, tell me where you're joining me from. And I'm just excited to give a little update on Ombre here. And good morning, Lisa. I was about to text you to see if you're getting to come visit, but we'll do that later. So I'm gonna go public. I'm going live right now to be able to just answer some of the questions that are coming in. We have had so many questions coming in and so much advice, and a lot of it's really good and kind, and some of it isn't, and that's okay. That's just social media. But I'm super excited to tell you a little bit about this horse behind me, and let me know if you watched the video about this horse before. YouTube ranks your YouTube videos when you're a YouTube creator from a 1 to a 10. So each video gets a ranking, and it means it's your best video out of the last 10 or your worst. So a 1 out of 10 means it's your best video, meaning you've had the most views on it. A 10 of 10 means it's your slowest video. And the video about Ombre back here is a 1 of a 10, meaning many of you have watched it. So if you watched it, you know which horse this is. And from my title, hopefully it already gives it away. Guys, he's alive, and not only alive, he's gonna thrive, and I'm so excited. So let me turn this around real quick, but keep telling me, Lisa Eyestone's behind on my videos. I thought it was Lisa. Okay. Yeah, Lisa Eyestone. It's our other friend Lisa that might come visit. So don't be confused when I said I was about to text you to see when you might come visit. But yeah, you need to go watch, Lisa. So this very skinny horse right here, we picked him up at an auction, and he literally was about dead. He was colicking, and I didn't know if he'd make it. I rescued a lot of horses, but never one that was in such poor shape. For the first 2 days, he just kept laying down and pawing, and I had to give him Banamine. And he's doing so much better now, so much better. Like I say, watch tomorrow's video. If you haven't watched the one before that, go watch that. The reason I call him Ombre, and the way you spell it, not that it matters, people are really kind, and in the comments I've seen a lot of spelling. Ombre means hungry in Spanish. And when I went to the auction and he came through the auction, someone said, is there a story on this horse? And someone, just being a smart aleck, said, yeah, the story is he's hungry, meaning he's starved. And right then I thought, because I love Spanish, and I love Oh my gosh, thank you. Live Free or Die just gave us a $30 super chat to help with these horses. Wow, that was super kind. Thank you so much. And again, that was Live Free or Die. That was really kind. Okay, so Becky, who is interested in him, is he gated? Okay, someone had asked if he's gated. Honestly, I have no clue if he's gated or not, and it's going to be a while before he's healthy enough to go to a new home. So if you wanted to provide his forever home after us, feel free to comment. Well, not just comment. It's hard to find YouTube comments sometimes, so it's best to email us at thefarmonroute66@gmail.com. So that's a better way to try to get a hold of us. But even then, I felt bad. Someone reached out by email the other day and said, "You never got back to me on another horse that you had that's now gone." We get hundreds of comments and emails every day, and it's just hard to keep up. But anyway, let me go back to his story real quick. So they called him, or the person just trying to be funny says his story is he's hungry, and immediately I thought of hungry in Spanish, which is hombre, which is Hambre. Is how you spell it. So and if we pronounce it in English, it would be hambre or something like that, but they don't pronounce the H if it's at the beginning of a word, so it's hombre. And anyway, I thought, kind of a cool name. Ombre means man in Spanish, but hombre means hungry, and he is hungry. But the crazy thing is, for 2 days, that's hombre, Sarah, right there. Sarah just spelled hombre, which it means man, but it's Hambre is how you would spell it in Spanish. And and it doesn't matter. I don't care how you guys spell it, but I'm just telling you the history of his name. But that day at the auction, I ended up getting these 2 horses and the calves, those heifers back behind there. And I'm getting so many comments, it's hard. I need to stop trying to read comments and just talk, because then I get sidetracked. I'm sorry. But for 2 days, he just was there in the pasture, laying down, pawing, hurting. So I gave him Banamine. One of the biggest complaints or suggestions or comments was, get him to the vet immediately. Call the vet. Have you called the vet? Guys, yeah, there you go, Sarah. That's how you spell it, hombre. So if you live in a small town like we do, there's about 1,200 people here. We don't have a vet. There are 2 vets that are not too far away in Holbrook, Arizona and Winslow, Arizona, one in each town, and they're great people. But honestly, they have a hard time getting out to house calls. They do the best they can, but they are so busy in their offices. And then I know one of them owns a ranch themselves, and so they've got to run their own ranch and be in the office. So in a small town, we've got to learn how to take care of our animals ourselves. And so no, I did not call the vet, but I did what the vet would have done. I've been around my vet friends a lot, and I gave him Banamine, which calmed down his pain, and he was able to relax. He was able to finally start eating. At first, he would only eat hay, because honestly, I don't think he had ever had green grass. I think he had been pinned up in a corral with very little hay, but when he did eat, it was hay, because he recognized hay. So for about day 3, I started seeing him nibble a little bit on some grass, and by day 4, he started nibbling a little more. 5, he started eating a lot, and now he eats all the time. And that was another criticism, was you can't just put him out on pasture. You've got to do all these things. You got to soak different minerals and different things. And I'm not saying those aren't good ideas. Those probably are wonderful ideas. It's been kind of funny because someone said, you should turn it over to this rescue. They've been doing it for 20 years. And I thought, oh, okay, thank you. I've been doing it for 30 years, and I'm not bragging, but I'm saying I have rescued a lot of horses. This was one of the one of the worst cases that I've seen, and so it'll be one of the best success stories if we can get him hungry, if we can get him healthy. But as you can see, he is eating well. He's gentling down. Just earlier today, I put a halter on him. I have to rope him still. It's not a hard thing, but I throw a rope over and then I'm able to walk up the rope, and with a little care, I put this halter on to put some fly spray or fly wipe on him, which it looks like he's ready for some more. The flies this time of year are just crazy, especially with all the monsoon weather we've been getting. But I caught him and just kind of rubbed all over him. He's getting more and more gentle. We will continue to show you his journey. The reason he's in this corral by himself was it was easier to catch him in here, and also the horse back behind that I also bought at the auction, and I've got a video coming up about her. She is a little mean to Ombre. Yes, they like each other. Everyone's like, man, they seem bonded, they like each other already, which I think they do. But come mealtime, friendship goes out the window with hungry horses. So anyway, that's the story there. So I put Ombre in here by himself where he can eat with no distraction, and yet I will let him back out in the pasture to eat all the grass he wants, because he's learning to eat all the time. And should I have done it differently? Maybe, but I've noticed if you can get him healthy and let him just start eating naturally, it's the best thing you can do for him, honestly. That's been my opinion and my experience. I know there's lots of other ways to do it, but if I can get him to start nibbling on grass and add a little hay, I'm not giving him any supplement or grain at all yet. I will add that to his diet before long. But yeah, he's just doing so much better now. When he moves his legs, it's to get a fly off or something. It's not because he's in pain. But I wanted so many of you that had asked, how is he? Is he alive? Did he make it? Yes, he's made it. I really think the worst is over. And so I'm excited. And there was someone reach out saying they wanted him if he's gated. I don't know how. I've been around a lot of horses. I've never been one that can identify if a horse is gated very easily, especially one in this condition that I've hardly seen move. So if you have some ideas for me, or if you see in his movement that he's gated and you want to provide him a forever home, reach out to me. But we're not letting him go to another home for quite a while. We want him to be totally healthy and in a very good place before we provide him a forever home, and that home will have to be an amazing situation. Those two calves out there, if you watched our last video, I think it was, or maybe no, it's tomorrow's video. I'm giving stuff away. That's the problem with going live before a video comes out. Those two heifers were purchased the same day at the same auction as these two horses. So I came home with all four of those animals the same day. And you can learn more about their story tomorrow on the video. When you call them a heifer, it's because they're a young female. A cow is a female after she's had a calf. I like that, Krista. Ebony and ivory. Have to think about that one. I do like it though. Okay, let's look at some of your comments. The goats are over here chilling, chewing their cud and relaxing. This time of day is when they just kind of sit and chill in the shade. So let me see what some of your comments are. Thank you, Deanna. She said, keep up the great work. She's been doing this for 60 years, having animals. Thank you, Patricia and Krista, Sarah, thank you. Oh, Sarah, I'll mention it in the video tomorrow, but since you're on now, no, we don't think the white horse is pregnant. The way she was swollen up, her bag was so full of milk, and kind of the veins under her stomach were just swollen, and I've seen that happen a lot right before a mare foals, and so I thought, oh my gosh, she may foal, but her stomach was so small. But within days, all the swelling was gone, so I think they had just pulled a baby off of her. I like the name Luna for the white horse, Kim, also. Someone else mentioned Esperanza, and since I named Ombre, a Spanish name, Esperanza means hope. And so we're giving her hope. Her late feet were in bad shape, and I'm, like I say, I'm giving away all the upcoming videos. But isn't Ombre just a cool horse? He's here in the shade, so the lighting's not great. He's still so thin, and it's gonna take a long time to get him where he needs to be. But the good thing is how far he's come. I'm no longer worried about him dying. He's eating very well, and now we'll take future steps to get him good with his feet so I can give him some hoof care. I need to get him trained to lead. I need to get him trained so I can just walk up to him and put a halter on and not have to put a rope around his neck. The good thing is he doesn't fight once you put the rope around his neck, so you just kind of toss it over as he's running away, and then he's like, oh, I'm caught. And so someone messed with him at some point when he was probably pretty young. So Ambrito would sound complete. Living life lovely. Good suggestion. And again, I want to thank the channel that gave us the $30 super chat. Now I'm trying to go back. Oh, right there. Live Life or Die gave us a $30 super chat to help with these rescues, which was super nice. Well, guys, there you have it. Ombre, and I'm leaning towards Esperanza. I know that's kind of a hard name to say, so maybe Luna would be better. And Luna is also Spanish. So there you have it. I was leaning towards Esperanza, but there's been a lot of people say Luna, and Luna means moon in Spanish. And so we got Ombre, which means hungry in Spanish, and Luna, that means the moon in Spanish, and she is the color of the moon. So good idea, guys. Thanks, Kim, and others that suggested that. And then Krista is saying we should name these two Ivory and Ebony. Ebony and Ivory. That's kind of a cool name. So let me think it over, Krista. I like it. I just gotta settle in my brain a little bit. We don't know what we'll do with these two. You'll find out on the video why I even ended up with them. So be watching that. Guys, we have 400 of you on right now. I'd love it if all of you hit the like button real fast. And thanks again for all your support and help. Peggy just asked, is there any idea how old Ombre is? I just looked at his teeth this morning actually, and at 2.5 years old, their 2 front teeth come out, and they're baby teeth, and then they grow their first 2 adult teeth, and then the next year. So by 4.5, they have most of their adult teeth in, at least a full set of adult teeth in the front, and then anyway, I don't remember all the specifics after that, but he does not have any adult teeth, so he's under 2.5 years old. I'm guessing he's 1.5 years old. I'll bet he was born last spring, and now we're getting close to fall, so I'm guessing that he's probably about 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 months old. That's my guess. And Mickey, I'm not even sure exactly who you are, but Mickey is so kind. She's always putting on our channel. Please like and share. We want to continue, what does she say, to watch this beautiful family grow. Mickey, I see you say that all the time, and it really does mean a lot, just that you care enough to try to help us out. But thank you to all of you that watch our channel and for your support. I hope this live has been helpful to those of you that were wondering how Ombre was doing. Besides, he is moving his legs around, but that's not in pain. I brought out the fly wipe this morning, and it looks like he's ready for some more. We have had a lot of rain lately, a ton of rain. I'll go show you real quick, just so you can see. But when the rains come, the flies come out, and when the flies come out, it's a mess. So that's what's going on there, guys. Is we can put the fly wipe or fly spray on, but you can never do it often enough to keep all the flies away. But the good thing is he's not in pain. He's eating. He loves the pasture now, whereas he didn't even know what green grass was before. But he's doing really good. Thank you, Frank. So Ombre's the reason you subscribed. That's cool. So let me show you the mud. And guys, I'm working on cleaning things up, and yet then the past 2 evenings we've had so much rain, and it just created a pond here. So I took the tractor and I created this little ditch to kind of clean it out. There's a lot of mess over here because I've been working on my new stud pin. Thanks to Bonanza Pipe and Steel, I got this amazing steel, and these are called Delmer panels, and I've been welding them on, and look how good they look, guys. So I'm in a mess right now because I'm still in the middle of the project, and then some of the old stuff I pulled off got covered with mud and water, but it's coming. It's getting better. I've got to pull the old stuff that I'd thrown down there. I've got to clean it up. But what do you think of the finished product? Again, it's not, the whole thing's not finished, but this is what it will look like when I'm done. So I'm so excited about my stud pin and what it's looking like. So Bonanza Pipe and Steel, thank you so much. Go check them out. They're located in Apache Junction, Arizona, but they ship all over the country. So there you have it. Yeah, living life lovely just said rain brings so many flies. It's horrible to keep up with. It's a struggle around the chicken coops and runs. Yes, it is. The good thing is we all pray for rain, those of us that have livestock, because then our fields start looking beautiful and green like that. So there you have it. I would love it if we hurry and got up to 350 likes. So if you're on right now and you have enjoyed seeing that Ombre is alive and doing well, if you've enjoyed seeing the cows, if you've enjoyed being part of naming the white horse Luna, so we have Luna and Ombre, then hit that like button. Oops. So there you have it, Ombre and Luna. Okay, John, you're gonna have to go back and watch this, because that's what I was just describing as the Ombre, the rescue horse. And both of these are rescues. You can tell Luna, you can see all of her ribs. She came with a bag full of milk. I think a baby was separated from her, and I doubt that the baby was old enough to be separated. I don't know that for sure, but that's just my suspicion. Her hooves were in terrible shape, and so watch our upcoming videos, because I had the farrier come out yesterday and we got started on her. So there you have it, guys. I'd love 350 likes. If you're on right now and don't mind hitting that like button, that would be great. Thanks for your support, and thanks for watching our channel. That's all the support we asked for, is that you watch. But it's always fun when you get an additional bonus like that $30 super chat that came in today. Thank you again for that. Guys, look at that blue sky. Marine's family just couldn't believe it. They're like, man, your skies are so blue. And so, yeah, Laura, man, now I'm conflicted. Laura's like, I thought it was Esperanza. And that's what I was thinking, but Luna keeps being suggested, and Luna is a lot easier to remember for people. And so that's why I was like, you know what, let's call her Luna. It's also Spanish. I wanted to keep Spanish names for these two. So Hungry and Moon, Ombre and Luna. Esperanza is cool, but again, I think it'd be a little harder for people to remember and spell. Not that spelling matters. And yes, Husky, you're right. Esperanza means hope. So I like Esperanza and I like Luna. So she will not be with us forever. She'll be with us until we find her a really good home. But it's going to take a few months to get her where she needs to be. When we trimmed up her hooves, I can show you. When we trimmed up her hooves, she decided to step in water right after. Well, she didn't decide to. Because of all the rain, she got in the water, and she's really ouchy right now. We've got to let her hooves dry out and put some turpentine on there or some copper tox, make sure there's no thrush. So she's on her way. What are you pawing for? Now he's not pawing to hurt. He's pawing because he's like, hey, I went out with my buddy. You want me to let you out? I'll let you out. Let's see here. You guys will enjoy watching him. So he's still so thin. But he's gonna, look at, he's just moving better with more energy. He's pooping, which means the food's going in and it's coming out, which is good. There's no blockages. So we're gonna let him go out with his buddy. There you go. All right. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for coming along. I'm looking at all these comments. Cool, Renee Pena. from Gallup, New Mexico, and now in Southern California. That is cool. You are following a neighbor. I go to Gallup all the time. Well, guys, sorry. I know I changed my mind from Esperanza to Luna, but I just think it's a easier name for us to remember. And for this white horse, just getting some mosquito bites. Oh, it's always something. But there you go, guys. Have a great day. Thanks for coming along.